from atlantaveggies.blogspot.com, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about how to remove and transplant a raspberry. I have here a black jewel raspberry that has taken hold in a very wrong place. It's actually in the path, and what happened was one of the raspberries from over here rooted at the tip. It fell over just like this one. It's taken root. You can see it's starting a new, I'm going to pull it up, and I'm not, it's really in there. It's starting a new plant right here. You can see the cane starting right there for next year. And I'll move that one too, but this is the one that's really in the way. Okay, the jewel black raspberry is a floricane type. So it's going to fruit on old wood. So if I left these canes here, these are new that just came up this year. If I left these, they would actually make fruit next year. But because I'm going to move this and it's going to be stressful for the plant, I'm going to cut these off pretty short. So then when you dig it up, you need to get a full root ball, so as full as you can. This is going to be right next to this little garden, so it's not going to be 100% easy. When you're transplanting black raspberries, it's important before you give it to somebody else or move it to somebody else's yard that you make sure that it really is a disease-free plant, that it's vigorous and growing well. Because I want to make sure that this is a good plant before I give it to anybody else, or make sure, or even put it somewhere else in my own yard, I'm going to put it in a pot for this next year for it to grow. So I've already started some potting mix in here. And the brand of potting mix really is not that important. It is important that it's winter and that a lot of the nutrients had already gone down into the roots. So hopefully the roots that are here will be good. But I need to add a little more potting mix. So it just needs now to be watered and kept moist through the winter so it doesn't dry out completely, because drying out is just as bad in cold weather as it is in hot weather. It's not that hard to do. It takes some work, obviously a little more planning ahead, and make sure you have a little more dirt in the pot to start with than I had. But removing and transplanting a raspberry is something that's totally doable, and hopefully this one will be healthy and productive, and someone else will also have wonderful black raspberries, because there's really nothing like black raspberries. So removing and transplanting black raspberries, not that big of a deal. So this is Amy signing off.